Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna move from this chair in the whole evening. My legs are almost still shaking, and you're about to see why, just in a second. So, just sit back, enjoy my pain and suffering from today's squat workout. As the title states, I did 186 reps of the barbell back squat today in one session. Wow. Now you're gonna see something different. Something really insane and brutal when it comes to volume and challenging yourself, especially mentally. Today I tried the so-called pig squat routine. I stumbled across this on another YouTube content the other day and I was like, God damn, that looks absolutely insane. I like it. And I need to try it, so I did. Before I describe what I'm talking about here, I want to just get this out there. This is a routine that I don't think has any special increased benefits when it comes to strength or hypertrophy or anything like that in that sort. But I mean, for some or even a lot of people it will have too, but it's not why I'm doing it. This is just a test, a challenge to really see what I'm made of, to really test my limits and capacities when it comes to mental will and dedication. Okay, on to the routine itself. What is the pig squat? The pig squat routine is a pattern, or rather a squat routine, that is displayed as following. The complete routine involves a 20 set routine. Yes, it's as brutal as it sounds. You start off by doing 20 reps with an empty bar, aka 20 kg, and you up the kilograms with about 5 to 10 kilograms every set, while you decrease the reps with 1 rep every set. So it could look like doing 20 reps with 20 kg, then you do 19 reps with either 25 or 30 kg, then you do 18 reps with maybe 40 kg, or so on. And the original routine adds a 10 kilogram weight in every set, but I think you can adapt this according to your own strength and abilities so it suits you best. I adapted this by adding 10 kilograms from the 40 kg squat set and forward on. And before that I only added 5 kilograms, so I would end up on a single on 190 kg, which is my goal for the summer. I mean, this is nothing you could attempt every workout. This puts a huge toll on your body and needs to be performed with care. But I do think it could be a quite epic and crazy way of testing yourself and even progressing by comparing this routine from time to time to see if it's made any difference. But as I said, this is just a thing I saw and wanted to try. Nothing that I sincerely recommend programming or something like that, but I still would recommend to give it a try at least, if this is something that you wanna try out as well. And I mentioned in earlier episodes of how much I started to respect the way of the high reps, especially on the squats. But this is on another dimension, man. I mean, it's literally doing 210 reps if you manage to succeed the whole way. But I don't think you're supposed to manage your way to the last set with the single rep in the first try, because this is really taxing. But just because of that, it could be used as a tool to progress to your wanted 1 rep max. I mean, this is nothing that I'm gonna start implementing, at least for now, but I adapted my pig squat routine today to do a single with 190, which is my wanted max in a couple of months, and this could be a way to strive for that weight and progress. Who knows? Maybe I will use this as a test every 5 weeks or something like that. And that's all it is, a test. The reason why I couldn't recommend this to actually program it, if you haven't figured it out yet, is because of the junk volume. And it's a quite good transition actually to what I want to address here. It's the volume. I do think it's a great tool or evaluation method to use for endurance, which I talked about. But if you want to use it for things like muscle growth, strength increase or something like that, it's not as efficient. I want to address this not just to what I'm doing here in today's video, but to any other programming or exercise in the gym. How many sets can we do to really effectively activate and build muscle? Is it 3 sets? 5 sets? Is it 10 sets? Let's say you do 4 sets of 10 reps in a dumbbell chest press. The 3 to 4 first sets is with high prediction gonna be effective sets. But what if you did 10 sets? What if? How many of those is gonna be count as effective sets? How many of those is efficiently gonna build muscle? A lot of studies already show that the sweet spot in volume for a muscle group per week tends to lay within the 10 to 20 sets a week. And the other reason why this big squat routine isn't that beneficial to just, especially my muscle growth, is because of the low intensity in the beginning sets. I mean, the first sets when I do 18 reps with 30 kg isn't gonna do much for my muscle growth, because I'm used to doing 3 to 5 reps on 140 kg on my usual working sets. So I'm not gonna get that stimuli I need. But then again, it's not the reason why I tried this in the first place. I tried it for my stamina, my mental will. To be quite honest, I planned and wrote the material for this video a couple of days ago, and then was gonna end it at this point and leave this footage as it is. But after doing it now, I want to add a few pointers and what I really observed and caught up after trying this routine out. First of all, I'm really happy about my performance. To be fair, I expected myself to really struggle and maybe even fail at the set with 110 kg, which is approximately set 13 or something like that, but managed my way to fail on the set with 130 kg. This is quite big, because on my ordinary squat days I usually work my way up to working sets where I do 120 or 130 kg with 5 to 6 reps. But guess what? I did 8 reps on 120 kg today, when being extremely fatigued. But I felt real confident in my squats as well in the beginning, so it felt good. Even though my form broke down, as you can see at some point during this video, the whole point was just to get the reps themselves. This is something that I really realized too when I got up to the heavier weight. Even when I was so fatigued I could barely walk or keep my legs from shaking, my form improved. At least a little bit. Why is that? My theory is that it got better because it simply had to. Because at this state I had to really pay attention and really focus on my form, because if I didn't, I would fail immediately. Because of my extreme fatigue, I had to compensate by really over-focusing on this. And I think this is why it also felt and looked a little better at the end. And I see this as a quite big benefit with this routine actually. I practice to maintain a better form than usual during a longer time. Because when you go lighter and don't perform your sets with as high intensity and volume, you can really push through without thinking about form as much or anything like that. But this is wrong. You should always think about this, whether you got 20 kg or 200 kg on the bar. I really felt too how I push myself on another level. I mean, I always loved to push myself, but these kinds of trainings I should put it really in another perspective. As I mentioned earlier, there are some issues and things with this routine that really isn't that beneficial, but you know what? I liked it. Or in the moment, well, in the moment I wanted to die, but it still was an extraordinary pump and sensation afterwards. So it's not impossible for me to start trying this out every 1 or 2 months, for the reason of tracking progression within, but also maintaining this state of willpower and last but not least, to work with the time under tension. And as I talked about in previous episodes too, I do think these workouts that includes higher amount of time under tension work really is valuable. But hey, that was the pig squat routine. Try it, don't try it, it's up to you. But I can assure you it will put you on a trial. Now I'm gonna rest a few days before my max attempt in the overhead press, which I will try in a few days. Thank you so much for listening today, guys. Hit that like button, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next one.